Hi guys, today I have a game for you in my Tier 10 German heavy cruiser, the mighty Hindenburg. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry for the cough. Now, there's what, five destroyers per side here? 5 destroyers. Of a 24 player match, 10 of are destroyers. The other 2 are carriers. Oh, sorry for the sniffle. So what that means is there are actually very few ships that will remain spotted for you to shoot at. Now the other thing, due to the replay bug, I can't pull up tab. Oh, Jesus. Out of our 5 destroyers, 4 of are all going to 1 cap. In essence, what this is saying is A side is going to be the weak side cap. For the sheer simple fact, if they have 1 extra destroyer on A, they're going to have the advantage. Because if we lose our carrying, we don't have spotting. The hack spawned by D, which means the hack is more likely to support D. I'm not going to say the hack is wrong, and I'm not going to say if the hack is right, or the carrier, or whatever you want to call it. Which means this is going to be really interesting because I run legendary module and range over concealment and reload. I think if you're running concealment, you are better off with reload. If you're running the legendary module, you're better off with range. You have built your ship for survivability, and the best way to survive is to dodge things and remain at distance. Hindenburg has always been a long-range support ship. Support from about battleship positions, which is why Hindenburg kind of got the nickname Battleship Hindenburg, because early you keep your distance, you support your destroyers. This has excellent velocity shells. I believe these are all high velocity shells. And then towards the end, with all of your health and your turtleback, you just go in like a madman, torp everything, and walk away like nobody's business. These things were very difficult to kill at first. Now, the Germans did have a problem with their glorious AP, that their AP hurts like a shit brick house if you're completely broadside. If you angle up, it hurts like you've been shot with a Nerf gun. So any sort of angling, and you pretty much neglected or mitigated the shit brick house for Nerf guns. So the common joke that has been going around, and that I keep running, is they fixed the German AP by buffing its HE. You get quarter pen for free, which means you have IFHE for free. Which is why you will see so many Germans just stick with HE. It's better to get the guaranteed damage. And the positions or the situations that warrant you to slap on the AP are very few and far apart. Now, as you can see, I'm staying by the Ohio. Why am I staying by the Ohio? It's overlapping AA. I'm covering him with AA. He's covering me with AA. I am supporting him with AA. This is something that has been around since the beginning of this game. The Only thing that has really changed is you don't have to send a cruiser with the carrier anymore to protect it from the potential of a CV snipe. And yes, it used to be a thing. And yes, when I took my Cleveland and we were in Tier 10 games and there were Tier 10 carriers, I literally parked the thing next to the carrier to protect it. Because that's all I was good for. And sadly, it worked. Now, the Ohio is making his push in. I'm sticking with this gentleman to push in with him to provide AA support along with gun support. Now, our Yamato is like, hey, can you guys push up? Everybody's shooting me and it's rude of them to just focus on me. And I can understand that gentleman's pain and position. Like, I've done it, I don't know how many times on a battleship. So it's good that this Ohio is pushing in and trying to become the bigger threat. We are down a destroyer already. As you can see, we're a little bit weaker than the enemy, but this isn't the enemy's strong side either. They just have the advantage in they have an extra destroyer over here. So the Ohio is coming in trying to potentially take some of the pressure off the Yamato. Now I'm going to shoot in the smoke because why not? You never know. It's not exactly the worst thing in the world. And then the carrier comes over to help out. Good play by the carrier to try to get what's ever taking their cap away from them spotted. We are down on points. We are equal on ships.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Now this Ohio at this point needs to recognize the situation for what it is. You're pushing into 2 destroyers. We have 1. I don't blame our destroyer for being a little skittish. If he dies, we lose all of our eyes. Right? So until we can get rid of a Hindenburg or one of these 2 battleships, the Thunderer or Yamato, is there really a reason to push? Now that we've got the cap, do we even need to push any more? This guy's still going for it. Now I pop my hydro because there are 2 of them and I don't know where the second guy is. These torps are clearly spotted by my hydros. I'm going to fail to really hit and or finish the Hindenburg. This guy does an excellent job of like speed dodging and angling up, changing his course for my shells to miss. Now torpedoes are coming in and I've got to make this turn. There's no doubt about it. Lucky for me is this Gearing's torps forced me to do what I wanted to do. Turn away from the Ohio that is still pushing. Now I hit my repair because I went dark, needed to get my engine up. I know which way the Gearing's going. Gearing's going after a Yamato, and that's just from his seeing his torpedoes. Now I saw the Thunderer took a flood, and I could tell that from the white smoke that was coming out of his smokestack, which is why I decided to shoot at him instead of waiting for my guns to reload for the Gearing. I knew they would be reloaded anyways, or if not reloaded, gosh darn near reloaded. Oh god, sorry for the snuffle. Our Yamato absolutely blasted the Gearing, and then I followed up with another nice hit. But because of my reload, I was able to finish that gentleman. Now I do believe the Gearing's torpedoes were on a different timer, so that should be all of the Gearing's torpedoes. Now I am going to make mistakes coming up. I'm sure everyone's like, oh, you've made several already. Besides my freaking sniffles that I usually do try to catch. Now this Yamato is going to get that salvo in on me, and by God, that hurt. Now, I mean, I've got 4 heals, and I've been saving them for being burned down, but I don't want to push anymore. I want to fall back, heal up a little bit. Use the silent to come back around and keep pushing these guys. Now our gearing is getting a little... We need to make moves. We're still down on points, but we're still even on ships. We do have the destroyer advantage. We are about to get the ship advantage. Unfortunately, they have the battleship advantage to where we have the cruiser and DD advantage. Now, any one of these BBs can easily just blast one of our cruisers. Something's capping A. So what's going through my mind right now is something's capping A. Well, it's got to be the gearing. I'm going to kite away and get this gearing to actually think I'm not paying attention, that I don't know he's there. I'm also trying to put some distance between me and his torpedoes because I want to save my hydro for when he smokes, because I noticed our gearing was coming back. So at this point, I failed to see it wasn't the gearing on cap. It's actually the shimmy, because the Holland now just got spotted. I'm thinking it's still the gearing. Failed to recognize the situation at the time of the replay because I was too tunnel visioned on the Yamato. But I do know it's a destroyer that was definitely on A. I know it's not the Holland because he's clearly spotted at A. So at this point when I noticed there's a dead destroyer, and I'm like, Jesus. You know, I wonder what died over there. I've still yet to recognize that it's the Shimakaze. I go dark here. I.e., he just went through... He just went by this island right here. So he's in this gap right here. I'm thinking he came around the corner. He was hiding over here. So I'm thinking he's over here, which is why I popped my hydro. Because I'm rushing him thinking he's here, when in reality, he's over here. I go dark. Immediately start thinking, I'm like, okay, he's behind this island, which he is not. He's on B. I'm like, Jesus, how did he get to B? I still think he's behind that little island, but I'm like, you know what, I'm going to use the big island, because I'm like, oh, he's going to go behind that big island, and you know what, I'm going to utilize the island to block torpedoes coming in for me. I see one set, I seen 2 set, and I think, oh great, the gearing's out of torps. Then I'm like, oh shit, it's the shimmy. He's got 1 set of torps, but I am pushing him. He's also running away from a small lens. This guy's in a very, very difficult spot right now. You know, you got a small lens, you got me, and then you got the other Hindenburg shooting at you. You got 3 cruisers shooting at you. I have hydro on you, so you're not going dark. Like, sorry. So we managed to actually have the only team with destroyers left. Now, 2 of our club errors, they're low. So them surviving is, well, it's a coin flip for one of them because one just died. Our shimmy's the only one who's got near full health as we lose our gearing. We still have the destroyer advantage, which means that we can cap a lot easier than them. They have a Hindenburg, which is spot it just as easily as any of these battleships. But it's at this point when I'm like, okay, I need to cap A. My priority is I'm going to cap A and cut the hell away from it. I see the Yamato coming back.
5 minutes.
He's got way more health than I do. I cannot do enough damage to this guy fast enough alone to kill this guy without doing a torp run. And with my health, doing a torp run could cost me my life while epically failing the torp run. I have to wait for him to come around somewhere. I have to ambush this guy. Now, our hack is at least intelligent enough to recognize the situation of, crap, I came to this side in hopes I was safe. Now the Yamato's coming. I'm not safe. I need to get behind cover. I need to hide. Running away for him, I don't think really is an option. Or if he is, he needs to utilize the island to get away. I can't see his concealment ring, but you know it's probably going to be within. And I see audacious dive bombers. I'm like, crap. I have 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I just need to get this cap. That's why I pop everything. I pop everything in the hopes that I was gonna be able to kill it all the time and get this cap before he touched me. I immediately hit my heal. I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh, I didn't maximize my heal. I need as much health as I can get right now to stay alive. Once the Yamato touched me in my bad spot, getting back all of my health kind of is out of the question, guys. At this point, I need to get it just to get whatever health I have and maintain what health I do have to the best of my ability. And this is when, this game still looks like we can win it, we can lose it. This game's still anybody's game. Hell, it's even still got me nervous. We lose our carrier, we're screwed. Because that means the Yamato can hide, per se, on the cap without me really being able to reset him and or annoy him. I don't want to get close to him. Now, I am just going to let this burn because, I mean, it's 7 seconds. It's one fire, whatever. What I'm doing with this ship kind of excels at. I'm kiting. I use that term loosely. I am trying to dodge these rocket planes, but I'm trying to get distance between myself and the Yamato. Luckily, the CV came in and got the reset. We have the cap advantage, and we are now getting the point advantage. For the first time in this game, we're winning. We're winning the game. We lose our carrier, we're screwed. Yamato goes dark. Yamato gets spotted. Now this guy is never going to get this cap because he's clearly spotted. He's got a Smolensk and he's got a Hindenburg shooting at him. He's got a carrier coming after him. But this guy's so focused on the carrier, his guns aren't looking our way. By getting this guy to turn away, which I'm sure is what the carrier is doing, is the Yamato's not able to keep his guns to bear. But of course, like every good player, they're focused on the carrier, not the low health ships that are actually shooting him, actually getting the damage in, and actually killing him. Now, while the carrier is actually getting damage in and killing him, we can do it so much faster. The carrier really just does keep the guy spotted. As for another reason, the replay ended, and I don't know if it was game over. But as you guys can clearly tell, we did end up winning that game. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do hope you learned something from this. part of this is most of why I wanted to show this replay is there were 5 destroyers, guys, and most of my damage came from shooting DDs and getting a cap. It's not always about big damage numbers. I've always tried to explain that, and here is yet again another game showcasing that. EXP is done by percentage of damage done to ships. I do appreciate all the support you guys do give me. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.